Every month, there's a bunch of new game jams to join, and this July is no different. Let's go through 4 very interesting game jams happening this month, with 2 of the biggest names bringing thousands of participants every time. Let's start this off with the biggest game jam of the year, none other than the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam 2025. With a 4-day event from July 30th to August 3rd, with already almost 20,000 participants as of recording this video. Like almost every game jams, the theme will be announced when the game jam starts. But this one has something particular. You get the chance to explain how your game fits the theme. So if you think your theme integration is subtle, this is your chance to let it be known. Your game will be rated based on creativity, enjoyment, narrative, artwork, and audio. This year, there won't be any overall categories, so this will give you some slack. Creativity and enjoyment might be the 2 criteria to focus on if you want your game to stand out. There's no limit to team members, you can join multiple teams and submit more than 1 game. The game has to be playable with a mouse and keyboard, and it has to be playable on a Windows PC or a browser. The game should be suitable for a general audience, and you can use pre-existing code and assets as long as they're not made ahead of time specifically for this game jam. The use of AI is not accepted, so make it yourself or look for someone who can help you. There are a bunch of useful links on their itch.io page, and don't forget to join their Discord server for more info and find team members. Links will be in the description. Up next, we have a very popular game jam hosted by a familiar face for most gamers, the PirateSoftware Game Jam 17. You will have 2 weeks to make your game from July 17th to July 31st, and there are already more than 2,000 participants as of recording. There's a few simple rules, with the first one being the most important. Don't be a dumbass. Be respectful and have a good time. It's crazy that this has to be a rule, but you know how the gaming community can be sometimes. Let's quickly go through the rules list. Your team cannot have more than 5 members. You must submit a game design document. We'll come back to this one. Your submission must be playable in a browser. No AI and no not safe for work content. And the last rule is to use only assets that you have a commercial license for. So one of the rules is to submit a game design document. But what is this? It's a game development planner. You write down details and features that you want for your game, and you make up a timeline to schedule your development process. This is very helpful to stay focused on your main goal and only work on the necessary features. Another rule that might give you a hard time is to make your game playable in a browser. I used to make games in Unreal Engine, but once I got into game jams to practice my skills, I switched to Unity to be able to build web games. So you might have to consider this before joining this game jam. The voting criteria are playability, theme implementation, cleverness, artistic style, and judge's choice. You can have a look at all the details on their itch.io page, the link will be in the description. There's a few prizes for the winners, and also some secret ones offered by their sponsor, Game Maker. Up next, we have a very unique game jam I want to talk about, but right before, take a quick moment to subscribe if this video is useful to you and you want to see more. I mostly make game development related videos, whether it's a Blender tutorial or something I went through that I want to share. Okay, it's now time to talk about a very special game jam. It's called Only One of Any Asset Visual Novel Jam. Now, this is not your regular game jam, and that's why I want to take the time to talk about it. It's a 10-day jam from July 11th to July 20th, and it already has 150 participants right now, so this is a good opportunity to make your game shine. There's a few things to know about this game jam and what makes it stand out from the others. First, they want you to use only 1 asset for each of these. 1 character, 1 background, 1,000 words, 1 background sound file, 1 sound effect, 1 voice actor, 1 piece of menu background art, and 1 main project. You get the point here, 1 of each. So instead of having to create a bunch of different assets, you get to focus on making a quality asset for each thing listed. So this is a visual novel jam, which means that the focus of your game should be the story. Think of games like Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, this game jams make things differently. There are no themes, you can use suggestive and explicit content, and you can write your story in any language that you want as long as it's equivalent to 1,000 words. There are a few examples on their itch.io page to inspire you or simply understand what they want from your submission. Now, there's a few restrictions to take note of. Make sure your game is finished and doesn't have hateful content. Don't use illegal assets, and make sure your game sticks to being a visual novel. It is also not allowed to use AI generated assets, so make your own stuff, otherwise your game will be removed from the jam. You can join their Discord server for more info, or if you're looking for team members. I'll put the link in the description. Now, for the last game jam of this video, we have a special one with a few cash prizes that you can win. It's the Shovel Jam 2025. With over 2,700 participants, the jam will happen between July 11th and July 21st. Like most game jams, the theme will be revealed on the first day. Once a game jam is finished, there will be a voting week and the host will stream himself playing some of your submissions. The rating criteria are quite simple: fun, presentation, and creativity. I like that. This is straight to the point. Now there's a few rules to talk about. Your team must be a maximum of 4 people and you can use any assets that you're legally allowed to use. This also means no AI generated content. You can use any engine that you want to make your game, but it has to be playable on Windows or a browser with a mouse and keyboard. No not safe for work or hateful content will be tolerated for this game jam. There's cash prizes to make things more interesting. There will be 6 $100 prize money to win, one for each of these categories: Community's Pick, Shovel's Top 3 Picks, a Guest Judge Top Pick, and the number 1 newbie. I'll put the link to their Discord in the description if you want to join their community. Let me know in the comments which game jam you plan on joining in July. Take a moment to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See ya!